All right, week 14, Rams versus the Ravens. So Baltimore is favored by 7.5, and I'm going to take Baltimore. And one of the things that does concern me is it is a relatively high point spread um, against a team that and the Rams that have a shot at making the playoffs. Again, and the Ravens are, as far as I can tell, virtually sure to making the playoffs. So sometimes you start to see the teams that are sure the playoff spot kind of dial it back, kind of sub in or rest some of their guys who might be banged up with the need for the playoffs. That notwithstanding, I don't know what they're going to do. So I'm going to expect them to come out and play the way that I would expect them to. Notice that the Rams do have a 3-game winning streak going on there, and they beat the Browns. They beat the Browns pretty good. I did not expect that. Um, they beat up on a very bad Arizona team, and then they barely squeaked by a mediocre Seattle team. They've got some bad losses on there as well. They got beat up pretty bad there by Green Bay. So I think right now the Rams are somewhat of a hard team to tell. But let's go ahead and do this by the numbers. So uh, the model likes Baltimore with about a 78% chance of winning, which gives them about a 9.5 point spread. That's just correlated. The actual numbers showed Baltimore scoring 27 to 30 points, with the Rams, again, somewhere between that 14 to 20 point range. And when you look at these two offenses and the way that they play, that doesn't seem unreasonable to me. And then when I look at the Bayesian adjustment, that doesn't tell me anything a whole lot different as well. It says, yeah, the Ravens should probably win by even more than what the model says. When I look at the rankings, they tell you that Baltimore is all around a solid team, solid offense, running, passing, defense the same way. They're really good against the pass, which quite frankly I think is going to be bad for the Rams this week because I think the Rams are just simply mediocre and they've been able to get by with Matthew Stafford been playing well against, um, other than the Browns, some either poor to mediocre teams. So let's go ahead and take a look at the performance charts here. So what the model is saying is the Rams should, or I'm sorry, the Ravens have a distinct advantage there in that running game. And that's going to give them an awful lot of chance to hold the ball, keep Matthew Stafford on the sidelines. They're going to control the ball down here as well. Uh, And then what I'm also seeing then is just a bit more of that explosion over here, whereas the Rams are pretty well contained against that defense. And it's also showing that the Rams aren't going to be able to protect uh, Matthew Stafford as well. So anyhow, that's my assessment. If you like what you listen to, click like and subscribe. If you got any questions, comments, drop me a note.